Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Car theft suspect arrested after police chase ends in highway crash. 4 car theft suspects were arrested following a police pursuit which ended in a crash on Mandela Highway in St. Andrew on Wednesday morning. Information reaching reporters is that about 7 a.m., a policewoman and her son were in her Honda Fit motor vehicle in Baltimore, St. Catherine, when armed robbers pounced and stole the vehicle. An alarm was raised, and the vehicle was intercepted by the police on the Mandela Highway. The driver of the vehicle attempted to evade the cops, but crashed into a railing in the vicinity of the New Haven community. 4 men in the vehicle were subsequently arrested.
Just where Shanghai is situated, that's likely salt water to come back into the estuary and contaminate these the Yangtze into the sea. Just where Shanghai is situated, that's likely salt water to come back into the estuary and contaminate these the Yangtze into the sea. Just where Shanghai is situated, that's likely salt water to come back into the estuary and contaminate these
Banning music not a crime-fighting tool, says Information Minister.
The Commission's responsibility is to govern the content based on the Radio Rediffusion Act that is broadcast by its licensees. The Act and the regulations are very clear that you cannot promote illegality or you cannot promote content that violates your license. I think a lot of us, including members of the media, have complained over the past several years about the type of content that they hear on the airwaves. And let's give a scenario. My office is in front of Kleinert College. So a child walks to the gate of Kleinert College. They actually go on a bus, chopping songs, Mali songs. They come off the bus a little bit up the road, on Pond Road. Somebody's playing a radio, chopping songs, Mali songs. They go home, their uncle is playing a radio, chopping songs, Mali songs. We have a responsibility for the spaces that we control to set the standard and set an example. We're not fettering people's right to free speech. There are so many other portals you can use to promote your artistic freedom. But when it comes to free to air that is accessible to every single member of our society, no matter their age, it's a public facility that caters to the public, that is licensed by the government, that is regulated by particular laws. So it's not about fighting crime. It's about decency and standards. That's all it is about.
Windward Road Primary School student hospitalized after falling from school's second floor. A grade 4 student of Windward Road Primary School in Kingston was yesterday severely injured after falling from the second floor of a building during the lunch break. The child is in stable condition at the Bustamante Hospital for Children. Class teacher Courtney Edwards said the student was among others walking to the tuck shop when the incident occurred. He said, "I'm told, standing on the stairs, on the rail, and he fell over," the teacher recounted. Mr. Edwards said the incident highlights the unexpected behavioral mishap which can occur at schools. "Our hands are tied as it comes onto behavior, and we speak. There is a demonstration that is at play as well, because as a normal day, the kids would have been walking down quietly and orderly, but today, he chose not to walk with the other kids, but in fact, went on the wheel trying to pass other students." The teacher said staff and students who witnessed the incident are traumatized and just are very emotional. They have received counseling. Principal Tanisha Pictures Montague said the Jamaica Fire Brigade will be called in to assist with reinforcing safety measures at Windward Road Primary. She praised her teachers for their awesome response in getting assistance for the injured student following the mishap. Trelawney taxi operators protest bad road conditions in Martha Brae. The operators in Trelawney yesterday blocked the Martha Brae main road to call for immediate action in rehabilitating the thoroughfare. They said the pothole-riddled roadway has not been repaired for more than 30 years. Every night I go home, it come like my vehicle back front end I got tear off and it drop good on at some place. Taxi operator Aldin complained. The taxi operator directed his frustration to Transport Minister Audley Shaw, formerly the Finance Minister, who he suggests had made promises that were not kept. Mr. Audley Shaw remember, couple years back, when only they increase the gas price, when they put on tax on it 2 times, when they say that money will fix the road. So, we want to know where the money they go, he questioned. The protest resulted in commuters, including school children, walking for miles to get to their destinations. The road was cleared by the police, however, the taxi operators say they will stage further protests if there is no response by the authorities. No talks for government to resume Petro-Carib deal, says Morgan. Minister with responsibility for information Robert Morgan has said he is unaware of any discussion to rejoin Venezuela's Petro-Caribbean arrangement. As it relates to the engagement, I am unaware of any such engagement. No discussion has taken place in the cabinet as it relates to that, said Mr. Morgan, who was responding to journalists during Wednesday's post-cabinet press briefing. The Venezuelan government in May indicated that there was no resentment towards the Holness administration after Jamaica compulsory acquired Caracas' 49% stake in the Petroleum refinery amid Washington's threat of sanctions against Venezuela. St. Vincent and the Grenadines recently announced that it would resume its deal with Venezuela in November. No permit issued for importation of yam, says Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries. The Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries has sought to assure the public that no permit has been issued for the importation of yam into Jamaica. The ministry, in a press release, said it had become aware of social media posts claiming that Jamaica imports fresh yam originating from China. It said its investigation had revealed no evidence or record of yam being imported from China or any other country. The Agriculture and Fisheries Ministry is reminding members of the public that the importation of agricultural produce into Jamaica requires an importation permit. Failure to obtain a permit from an agricultural import is a breach of the Plants Quarantine Act, and importers are liable for prosecution. Mocha Talk to launch probes into more reports of land scams in other parishes, some with possible political connections. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA and the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch CTOC have been asked to launch probes into the more reports of land scams in other parishes, some of which may have political connections. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement in Parliament on Tuesday while giving a response to criticism about the demolition of some illegal structures on land next to Clifton Community in Bernard Lodge, St. Catherine. It's reported that unsuspecting citizens were sold lots in the area designated for agriculture next to Clifton by alleged criminals attached to the Klansman gang. Mr. Holness said among other areas of land scam concern is Mount Edgecombe in Runaway Bay, St. Anne.
We must clearly establish, Madam Speaker, that no criminal organization, no scammer, no don, no politician can tell anyone to go and occupy land that they do not legally own. It is private land or government. Right across Jamaica, we have been receiving reports of land scams. Mount Edgecombe in St. Anne, Member of Parliament has been bringing it to my attention and the former Minister of Housing's attention about it. I have you right there, Neesbury Grove and Thetford in St. Catherine, Retirement and Providence in St. James. These are areas in which we have reports on, and we have tasked MOCA and the JCF to investigate these scams and bring to book all those persons. Some of them are known and politically connected, regardless of their political connection. On both sides, we have asked MOCA and the JCF to do a comprehensive investigation on this matter, and I'm asking members of the public to contact MOCA or CETA directly, or you can bring to the attention of the Ministry of Housing or the NLA.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,